What's up, bro? In this video, we're going to talk about how to make long distance relationships work. And do they actually work? So we'll also get Nikita's take on this, but from your understanding, you need to realize that, look, sometimes you're going to be in a long distance relationship. That's fine. Now, can they work and where do they fail? Well, firstly, to help improve the chances of those succeeding, you need to have communication. Okay, it comes down to communication. If you're not messaging her and if she's not messaging you, if you're not calling her and she's not calling you, you need to understand that your chances of that actually developing, that relationship developing, is going to be a lot lower. Now, at the same time, you need to always have a plan. Okay, if the two of you are just thinking to yourself, like you and the girl are just thinking, okay, let's just communicate. We're communicating well. This is amazing. We're texting each other. We're talking to each other. That's great. If you don't have a plan of when the long distance relationship is actually not going to be long distance, it will end. Because if you're thinking to yourself, let's just talk, let's chat every day, but we're only going to see each other in 15 years. Okay, that's not going to work. There needs to be a plan. Even if that plan is, okay, in 6 months from now, we're going to see each other. In 1 year from now, we're going to see each other. Obviously, time, the longer it is, the harder it's going to be. But there has to be a plan that both of you are on the same page, that you know almost there's something that you're working towards when you're going to see each other. Because at the end of the day, a relationship really needs to happen when you're in person. But you need to have that plan. So discuss it with her. Okay, look, you're working in this place, I'm working in this place. But how about in 3 months we see each other for a weekend? And then maybe in like 9 months, we'll get back together and we'll live in the same place. Whatever it is, even if it's a rough plan, there needs to be an idea in both of your heads that we are eventually going to see each other again. That's the whole purpose, okay? That's the whole point. So look, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to tell you lies. A long distance relationship is definitely harder. Why is it harder? Because look, you're not with that person. And if you go out, you're seeing everyone else happy in a relationship. You're single, you come home, you're watching a movie, you know that you're in a relationship, but your partner's not even there. And you know you love that person, but he or she isn't even there. Okay? And then you go out, you see everyone else having fun. So you're not really single and you're not really in a relationship. It doesn't really feel like you're in a relationship. At times it's going to be difficult. But you just need to have lots of communication, always tell her what's on your mind, and have that plan in place of when you guys are going to see each other again. So from your perspective, I don't know if you've ever been in that situation where it's been more longer distance. Maybe it's been for 3 weeks, maybe it's been for 3 months. How has it been for you?
I've never been in a long distance relationship before, and I don't really see myself being able to do it. Just because like I need like that intimacy in person, and I need to see the person a lot. I don't know, it's just not for me. But personally, I would say like if you guys are communicating and like texting all the time and calling all the time, then I think it's gonna go well. But if you guys aren't really communicating, then I think that's just the red light that it's just not going to work out for you.
Yeah, for sure. And look, ultimately do what you can. You can't speak in person, but then have more video calls. Okay, if you can't do a video call, obviously text, but do as much that it's as close to being in person as possible without actually being in person. But at the end of the day, no one actually wants to be in a long distance relationship forever. Okay, no one wants to. So you really need to realize, how can we make that long distance into something where it only lasts for maybe a few weeks, a few months instead of a few years. And then the final thing you need to ask yourself is, look, is this the right fit for you? Maybe it's not even the right fit for her, but for you personally, is this the right fit? Do you want your life? Do you love this girl that you're willing to be in a long distance relationship where you don't see her maybe for a year, for 3 years? Is that what you want? Or are you acting out of scarcity where you're thinking to yourself, I'm scared that I'll never meet another girl again. I don't know if any other girl will like me, so I'm going to stay with her. Are you doing it out of scarcity, or are you doing it because you really love her and she's really the girl that you want to be with? Okay, because you are going to go through a lot of pain and a lot of sacrifices that you have to make. So these are the things that you have to think about. So again, if you're looking for specific dating tips, okay, and during the interaction when you first meet her, tips and tricks to attract her and create sexual tension, then join our free community. Check everything out in the description below.